Hello everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. So today, before we get into the new molds, we got some mail yesterday. This first one is so cute. It's from Donna. She thought it looked like Panda in the picture, and it very well could be if I color him properly. So it's a little heart hand gesture, just like the Peanut head ones. Now I have two Panda heads, so he's gonna bypass Peanut for sure any day now as far as molds go. So thank you so much, Donna. I so appreciate that. He's super adorable. I also got Craftor asked me if they could send me a couple of their molds, so I'm like, sure. I don't ever turn down molds. So these are the two that Craftor sent. I have done this one when Denise bought it and sent it to me. Hers had a little flaw in it though, so I'm anxious to see if this one has the same flaw in. I can't really tell. It might be literally right there in the wing, but we'll see. And then here is the bear, little crystally bear. So I guess Craftor is now selling molds. Who knew? Then I got some mail in yesterday from Rhonda Master. Rhonda sent me some cool stuff. Let me grab it. First of all, she didn't forget Don. Sent him some root beer candies. A lot of root beer candies. How much is this? Oh my goodness, a pound at least. Doesn't, 2 pounds. 2 pounds of candy. Thank you so much, Rhonda. He thanks you as well. She sent me some goodies too. Look at all these inclusions. All kinds of stuff. Here's a whole bunch of crosses, little beads. Oh, those are flatback pearls. Oh, okay. And we've got more bows, which is awesome. I love the bows. These are tiny little metal looking, I don't know, they're probably plastic, but little balls for shakers. We've got some flowers, some different shaped rhinestones, some roses, some regular rhinestones. Oh, there's some stickers in here. All kinds of goodies in there. Thank you so much, Rhonda. And I also got from her a brand new package of metallic dual tip markers. These are one of my favorites. These are ones that I do link in the description box that I use every day. Well, every day that I'm using markers, because I love the metallics on them. So I will add this to my stash. Look at them all. I don't know if I had the 36. I might have had the 36 before. But after a time, you know, I usually use the brush tip, which is the fatter tip, because it goes on much nicer. But after time, they do fray, and then I cut them to try to make them pointy again. So it is good that you have replaced them for me. So thank you so much, Rhonda. I truly appreciate your thoughtfulness. It's always fun to get stuff. I need to push that back in because it's not going in. Oh, here we go. That's because this was stuck. I'm not at my markers right now to put them in there, but I definitely will do that today. So that's exciting. I've got 2 new molds today to do with you. Let me move these. Maybe I'll keep these out for extras. I don't know if these are extras though. These take quite a bit. This one might be okay to do as an extra today if I have enough. I made these 2 molds the other day. I have several coming out actually. This is another cross mold, but this one is massively heavy. This one is like 60 ounces of silicone. This is huge because it is very thick. I didn't realize that. It was going to take so much. So this one is not a cheap mold. Unfortunately, the amount of silicone it takes to mold this one is a lot. But it's a wood cross with the nails on the front. And I pulled out this color palette. So the wine red that I got but haven't used, tan from Small Tongue, ginger root from Dianca Pours, and these 2 grays from Marblers. I think I'm going to brush it on and then fill it with probably whatever my lightest color is, probably the light gray, and age it after we get it out. This one is just a rock. It's a rock and says, what did it say? Jesus, my rock. So we'll fill in those words after the fact. And I pulled out some pebbles to put in there to fill that up. So I did measure this one with water this morning, and I want to make sure it's dry. Because of that, it looks pretty dry. maybe not completely. And it held 10 ounces of water. So I'm thinking 10 to 11 ounces of resin. Since I'm filling the other one with rock, I'm guessing 2 ounces to 3 ounces because I want mostly rock. I figured, you know what? Let's make a rock full of rocks. That's my plan anyway. But I want to, let me just make sure I got all the water out of here before I start brushing it on. And then I will start brushing it on in random places. I'm going to start with the nails, and I'm going to use the ginger root for that. And I don't know how thick they are. Offhand, I don't remember. So I'm not sure how high to go. Maybe not completely up. It'll be okay, whatever it is. I think just right there. We'll find out on demold. Because I'm too lazy to go out and look at the master. I'm just going to brush it on the best that I can. I think I'm going to brush little Panda Head too, just to have him ready. But I'll brush him with the gray marblers. Since I make Peanut Head in any color, I figure, you know what? Let's make Panda Head in any color. It doesn't have to look just like him every time we make him. Because I got all different color peanut heads on my refrigerator. How high do I want to go with this? That is the question. You really don't have a lot of cleanup on something like this because it's wood, right? And I'm doing it like aged wood. Oops. So it doesn't even matter if like you make a mistake because you're not going to know the mistake the way I'm going to do it. I'm trying to open this up for one little area. I will clean off this one though because this is the only metallic that I'm using. Like that. And it should look really, really pretty. I don't know. Is barnwood pretty? Maybe to some people. It is to me. I like barnwood. I'm just going to go up halfway because I don't think the nails go up all the way in the mold. And just do a tiny little bit more. I have to use gloves for a few days because I did not remember this property has red ants. My old one did not because of the kind of grass that we had. They didn't live in our grass, but this one does. And for some strange reason, how it happened, I don't know. I got red ant bites on my ring finger and, oh my gosh, it swelled my finger up so bad right now that I cannot even get my ring. I can't even turn my ring, to be honest with you. Don's like, you need to have that ring cut off your finger. I'm like, no way. For one, it was my grandmother's ring. It's not getting cut off my finger unless my finger starts turning blue. So as long as I can bend it and as long as it's still pink, I am not having my ring cut off my finger, but it doesn't look nice, so I'm going to keep it covered. Plus, I don't want anything getting in that. I don't want any kind of infection or anything on those ant bites. So you will see Michelle with gloves on for the next several days at every point that I'm sitting down at this desk. I'm just going to clean this off and then we're going to go in with all those other colors just randomly. Let me try to, this is a little too much for those sticky sticks, so I'm going to just use these Q-tips. That's the word, Q-tips, to clean it off, which I don't even need to be perfect. Like I said, I just didn't really want metallic anywhere else except on the nails right there. So if you're a collector, some of you have all of my crosses. I have just added a new one to the collection because I do love doing it. I have a cross wall. Well, I have to find where my cross wall is going to go. I had a cross wall. I have lots of crosses, all different shapes, sizes, and styles, but I don't know where to hang them just yet. So we're still working on all that kind of stuff. I don't know. Oops, this one goes down a little bit more. It's not perfect, but it's good enough. Okay, let's just, what do I want to start with? The light? I think I'm going to start with the dark. And I'm literally just going to anywhere, like anywhere. And just go kind of randomly. You know, like, and just randomly. I don't know how to explain it. Not even thinking about it. I'm just kind of, maybe I should think about it, but I'm not. I'm just gonna kind of spotty with the color and get the extra out. Let me get a little bit more. And then, like, I think I'll work to the lightest color. Let's see, is that good? Just kind of wipe it where it is. Wipe it where it is. And then let's get that off my, then let's do some brown. This is called tan, actually. I'm going to do some of this color. Don't ask me what it's going to look like. I don't know. I hope it looks okay. I mean, I didn't put like the blues and the greens. I didn't want like, I don't know, the normal barnwood colors, but I want aged wood more than anything. I'm just getting some in each little section here. Move that. Oh, I need paper towels under here so I can move it later. That's good. That's good for that one. Did I get it in there? Yeah, I got it in there. Let's wipe that off. Let's do, this is called, oh gosh, I do not know anymore. It was on that label. Oh, beige gray. Beige gray. Okay, beige gray, guys. And then I'm gonna fill, ooh, that's gonna be like kind of silvery. That's gonna be pretty. Let's do some there. Let's just do it anywhere. And then I'm going to go over the rest, I think, with like a fluffy brush to make sure it gets in everywhere. A little bit of gray there. I'm just blowing it out. Little tree stumps down there. And then, do I really need a fluffy brush? That's the question. Maybe not. I probably can just do it. And this one is called Blue Gray. And I'm gonna basically go over everything. And I think I'm gonna fill it with this color too. Yeah, I think I want a fluffier brush. What is on this brush? Something, some green or something. Which green won't be too bad. Let's just fluff it up and get it everywhere else. It doesn't matter if we're touching the other colors because the other colors are touching the silicone. Let's just get it everywhere. And then that's why I fill it with one of the colors. Because if I do miss a spot, it's okay. It'll be filled in with this color mixed into, and this is really close to the other one. So I don't know if we're going to see a difference between the two grays under the resin, but that's okay. I like this color too. Going to look like an old cross. Fluffy brushes just make it go quicker. So you're not like, plus it doesn't leave brush marks. Not that you're going to leave a brush mark on this one, but if you're working on like a shiny mold, a flat shiny mold, you will see brush marks if you use too small of a brush. Took me a long time to learn that, but I did learn that. Thanks to you guys. Whoops. Get it all out. You could even fill this with like polyurethane if you wanted to and get it cured really quick. Actually, I probably would do that if I wasn't pouring that other rock. Get that out. All right, that's good. So I'm just going to leave that one open because that's the one I'm going to use. I'm going to mix up. Oh, let's do this little fella with this color. Since this is the color we're mixing up. He probably uses less than an ounce, I'm guessing. Do a little panda head today. Let him catch up on the refrigerator. Come on. That looks good. Matte molds. I love doing this to matte molds because you'll get some shine on it. A little bit of shine anyway. So for the other rock, I'm not quite sure how much it holds, but I only need a couple of ounces because it's going to be mostly filled. Let's check it with the rock. Let's just put rock in there. And then I will dump it back out into a cup, but at least I will know how much rock I need. Oh goodness, that was great. I do not love working with gloves on, let me tell you, but oh, my finger, not looking great. Got to get used to all the little bugs that we have here that we didn't have over there. This is going to take quite a bit. Let me grab a little cup. It might be easier. There we go. Then I'm just going to put it in another cup. That's probably enough. Well, I better do it once it's in resin. That's good. I want a clear layer on the bottom, so that's done. And then we'll just save this in here if I can get it in there. It's about how much we need. Yep, it's almost all out. No big deal. Okay, let me grab some resin. I'll probably do, I know I need 10 for the cross. And I don't know, 3 or 4. It's kind of bigger than I think, but it's going to be filled with rock, so I literally just need to coat it. I'm going to do like about, let's start with 14 ounces. Hopefully I have enough for Panda 2, maybe 15 ounces. I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Brushes in hand and the world is my stage. Colors are loud like the breaking.
As I'm sitting here mixing this, which I did 14 ounces, it dawned on me that that rock mold is matte mold, of course. I don't know if we're going to see those rocks through it. I have to, well, obviously we're going to figure it out. And then if we can't, then I'm going to have to spray seal it clear so we can see through the matteness of the mold to see that they're rocks. So yeah, I didn't think of that. Let me get 4 ounces out so we could vacuum chamber that. Well, we're going to vacuum chamber everything. Where am I at? Do I have... Oh, I have 15? How did that happen? Oh, gosh. I don't know if my ratios are right now. I do not know. I don't know if my ratios are right. Why do I have 15? That's not good. I could have a whole extra ounce, and I don't know which one it is. Otherwise, I would change that. But it's clear, so that tells me, I don't know what that tells me. Ooh, I don't know, guys. This might not cure, and that would be a total mess, or it might not cure hard. I don't know. We're going to go with it, though, because I don't know which one I'm off by. And what's the worst case that can happen, right? I think I asked that the other day. What's the worst that can possibly happen? You have to start over? Yes. It's probably the worst that can happen. All right, well, we're going to go with it. We're going with it. Not great. I don't know if I was at eye level now that I'm trying to think back. Like 5 minutes and see, because I was sitting down I don't know. I don't know. Now I'm really nervous. I hope it cures. Let's get this all out to get it mixed up. This is not a great stir stick. Let me just wipe that off. And put that away. I think that's... I don't need a crazy ton of mica powder because it's literally just to fill it up. Gosh, please, I hope this cures. I'm usually very good about my... I have never, ever, ever, there's always that first, doing it the wrong ratios. I cannot wait until I can stand up again. I know a lot of you sit down. I don't know how you do it. I just don't know. I don't know how you do it. Okay, let's get this in the vacuum chamber.
Glitz and glitter, lighting up the night. Painting dreams with a shimmer so bright. Rhinestones dancing, catching every eye. This is my moment, gonna touch the sky.
Well, here goes nothing. Who knows? Who knows? Now I'm a little concerned. I'll be thinking about this all day, but it's pretty thick pour. So I should know in the next hour or two if it's going to solidify or not. If for some reason your resin was mixed wrong and it does not solidify, I'm going to put some in Panda Head before I get rid of all this. Then you can put your whole mold, everything, into the freezer until it is frozen solid, and then you can take it out as one piece instead of trying to deal with a gooey, thick mess. I should have measured that, but I didn't, so it's okay. We're going to scoot you over there, Panda. He's such a good boy. He's probably going to come over here because I just said that. They literally lay right next to me. I know you don't hear them. They're really good. And they can't hear a lot going on outside at this house, so they're not barking all day, which is amazing. Peanut does not have, he doesn't feel like he's a watchdog. He's watching out the front window anymore every day, barking at everything, driving Don insane. He doesn't do that here. They're literally sitting here with me, or they go out to the barn with me in the silicone room, make molds and whatever. So they just kind of hang out with Mom at work every day. So that's nice not hearing him bark. He does bark sometimes when he goes outside just to make his presence known to the neighborhood like he always did. But it's definitely cut down a lot because there's really no threats. There's no threats around here. All right. Let's move this and move this. So I didn't completely fill it up because I did hand trim this mold and you could see the trim marks in there. So I just went right below the trim marks. I'm going to move this out of the, let's spritz that one, get those bubbles off and move this out of the way. Gosh, please, please, please cure. But like I said, if it doesn't, it's getting thrown in the deep freeze and then we will, I don't know, pull it out and try it again, I guess. I'm going to pour this. Let's do half. And what do I want to stir this with? I guess something strong. I'm just really coating the rocks. And then I'm going to pour them in. So we very well could have a couple ounces left because the rocks are taking up such a lot of space. And these rocks I did not purchase. I picked them up somewhere along the way off of, I don't even remember where we were. So you can't buy these particular ones, maybe at a landscaping supply. Oh gosh, tell me I mixed too many. I just literally I'm not even going to say that yet. They're not in yet. You saw me pour them in there. They should all fit. They should all fit. Oh my goodness. They do. Okay. I was getting nervous there for a minute. So the last couple in here. Now, whether or not we see them through the matte mold could be a complete waste of rock. but we may get different colors. I don't know. We'll have to see. Today is a day of chance. Oh gosh, a day of chance. That's what it is. Let's then we'll have to figure out how to see those letters so I can color those in with. I don't know if I'm going to have to use paint or if I'm going to use, yeah, we got plenty left over. Cabochons. We're going to do some cabochons. Let's get all the rocks underneath. Pull up any bubbles and leave it just like that. I see a couple bubbles right there. All right, well, definitely today is a big chance. Let's move this out of the way. I am going to color this. I don't know what color. Let me find, what do I have? Actually, let's do that bear mold that I just got. And we want an alcohol ink. I pulled out Carabic, which is a pastel blue for a blue bear. Let's color it, and then we will use the rest. Let's see what we have left. Try not to mix bubbles in here. Slowly stir. Let's see what other molds that I have. I can always use cabochons, though. I'm going through them so fast. I just want to mix this in completely because this has like a sinker kind of quality to it. That looks pretty good. Let's spray this mold before we pour it, and we'll see how well we do on the table. I don't know what it looks like, so I don't know my problem areas. So we're just going to squish. And hopefully it went in wherever the arms are. I think the arms are actually right there, so maybe just ears. We'll see what this one looks like. I don't think I have enough for that butterfly they gave me. I think that butterfly takes several ounces, so I don't even want to try it. I'll do it when we have, well, let's see, what do I have in my drawer? Nothing much. I do have this butterfly. That will look good in, let's do this one too. Oh, I need my sticky sticks. There's stuff in it. Let's do that. That's a matte mold. Maybe we should brush it with something before I fill it. That would be a great idea. Let me get all this junk off of it. Love these sticky sticks. They are linked in my description box all the time, you guys. A lot of people are asking. If you go in the description box and travel downwards to the things I use every day, that's where that one is. Let me see. What do I have? Blue here? Let's just brush it with one of these colors. Let's brush it with one of these grays, that gray silver blue, and see what the blue does behind it. Because I had poured it the first time with black and I completely covered it with paint because I did not like it matte. This is one of those worry stones. I got it in Happy Mail. It's pretty cool. So we're just gonna coat that. I don't know what it's gonna look like backed in blue, but we're gonna find out. We can always paint some spots of it. Let's do that. Oh, I see that's a hand cut one too. So I don't want to go into that trim line. Otherwise, we'll be trimming that trim line off. And then I don't think, let's see, do I have enough for this? We're going to spritz this one. Do I have enough for the butterfly? I think we do, for sure. Perfect. That leaves me no cabochons today. That's okay. It's all right. We don't need that full. Put a little more in that one. I have enough for maybe one. Actually, I found my extras mold. I'll just pour this into my giveaway mold. And that is going to be that. Let's grab the comment of the day. See you in a sec. Everything seems ready to come out. Let's get these extras out. And I didn't clean all my molds, just some of them, but well, that kind of looks kind of cool. This is shiny and matte to matte. Not too bad. This is one of those worry stones, stone quote unquote. So that's kind of cool. I kind of like that one. Might leave it, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see when the time comes. Let's see Panda Head. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. Look at him. That is adorable. Oh my gosh, I love him. Little feet. One tiny bubble and that is it. Not too bad. Oh, that is so adorbs. Okay, let's get this one out. This one is just one boring color. But that's one pretty color with sparkle. I love it. Butterfly. Let's check out this Bond Crafter one. This is the only one. Is this a split mold? Why is there tape on it? Shouldn't be a split. No. I don't know why there's tape on it. Let's push it out from the top. See if I can get it out. Oh, come on. I don't want to rip any ears off. He's the only one that might get something ripped off. That is cute. That is really cute. It's just silicone from the first mold. I like it. There's really no eyes. Well, I guess you could just make eyes and a nose because it's all faceted. What's on me? Something's on me. Okay. Let's do the rock. And see if we can see the rocks. I do not know. Come on. Oh, I gotta do it up here. Oh, you can see the rocks. That looks kind of cool. So here is the words, Jesus, my rock. It's not too bad. I kind of actually like that. Matte is good and you could still see the rock. So that might be big enough for a pen to go in. I'm not sure. I'm going to try it though before I pull out anything. Okay, let's get this one out and hope those colors look good. Oh, look at that. See how three-dimensional it is? That's why it's such a deep mold. Well, I guess I should have taken the copper all the way down. Well, on one side, but not the other side. Okay, so that's a lesson to learn. So that's not too bad, actually. Maybe I shouldn't have. I don't know. What do you think? I think we're gonna get some aging out. Probably in black, and get this aged. But first, because I'm cutting myself on that edge, but I don't think I could trim it yet because it's still slightly warm, and this generally will rip it. Oh, nope, it's going to do it. You don't want to rip it, but that gets that sharp edge off. See these little parts here? It's definitely going to rip it, so I'm not going to do that, but I don't want to be working with something that isn't trimmed first. So we'll do all the bigger parts. Maybe I'll take a knife. Oh, that one worked. Just be careful. You don't want to rip anything after all that work and time. And guess what? The resin cured, you guys. I'm just now realizing that our chances... We took our chances and we won. I don't know what in the world I did because I thought I measured 14, and then when I looked at it, it said 15. I don't know. All the resin was not like up on the sides or anything. Like the level was at 15. So if I was off, it's still cured. I will never ever know the answer to that question. But I'm just happy it cured because I did not want to have to redo it for one. That looks pretty good. I'll do the bottom later. And I will trim these with probably a knife. It's kind of hard to do little stuff with this thing. Yeah, not too bad, but I cannot wait a couple more days. I'll be able to put my sander back out. And I will probably be, we're getting the AC installed right now. Well, 2 or 3 weeks ago as you're seeing this. So I will be, I don't know how I'm going to handle that. I don't know if we're going to work around each other and I'm going to move out there no matter what. But I don't know. Let me trim everything and see how I'm going to finish. I've got out the new set of markers and I tried the J and it's going to work. So all I'm going to do is, and even if you go over, it didn't matter because I washed it off. I'm just going to fill in the letters. And you can choose any color you want. I just thought gold was appropriate. And then I'm going to take alcohol, just get it in all these places, and wash the rest off, and the rest should stay where it is inside. So you don't have to be like messing around with any kind of acrylic paint and a squeegee or anything. So that's that. Let me grab some alcohol, take off the excess, and the rest is in there. It's dry. There it goes. Nice. Maybe I should have used a different color. I don't know. What do you think? You could kind of see it. I guess you could choose any color you want, and you could go over it again if you don't like it, but I think I'm going to leave it that way. I kind of like that. All right, for the butterfly, I think if this is silver, I want to try just these little, yeah, this is silver. Just these little pearls along the edge. I'm just going to do that just to highlight the pearls since it's a one-colored butterfly. You really only see it from the side, but that's okay. We're going to do it anyway. I think that's all I'm going to do to that. I don't think I'm going to do anything else. I don't think it needs any rhinestones or anything. I did get a little bit of paint where I don't want it. So let me just grab a little bit of alcohol and a tiny pointy swab here and get it off. If I even see where I did it. I guess it's not that big of a deal because there it is. It would bother me if it was mine. There's that. Oh, I missed the edges. I gotta go back around and do the edges real quick. There, now you can see it from the top. That explains that. So that one's cute. All right, the bear, let's do, does this have black? I don't think it has black. I don't know what color this is. Is this black? Let's try it. I'm just gonna pick two for the eyes. That one and this one maybe. They're not very big. And then one for the nose. Maybe put a little bow on. Let me find those things that she sent me today, the little embellishments. I found these cute little flowers and a little tiny bow. So let's try that. I don't know if I want to use, I don't know if this super glue is going to work. Let's try it on the back of the flower. There is a fly flying around in here. Let's see if I can get it on here. and if it will stick. Sometimes it sticks, sometimes it doesn't. I'm just going to put that in their hair. Oh my gosh, this fly is going to drive me nuts. Hopefully that'll stay. And then I have this cute little red bow that's going to go right there. But I want to make sure. See, sometimes they don't stick. And this one is not, it's staying liquidy. So I'm going to wipe it off and do it all over again with the Gorilla Glue. I like the Gorilla Glue. I've had it for, I don't know, a couple of days now. I've been using it. Seems to work just fine. Tiny little bit right there. That'll hold it for sure. And then the tiniest little bit right there. And we'll put that bow right there. Oh my gosh, is that cute? That is the perfect size bow for this little bear. I love it. That is a cute little mold. It's great for extras. Okay, you need to dry. Let me put this away. I think I'm going to take the same silver pen and go over the, although I guess if somebody actually uses this as a worry stone, it'll probably rub off. But that's okay. There's still color underneath it. I'm just gonna, something in there. Make the starfish stand out a little bit. And that's all I'm going to do to that, because if it gets used, then I don't want to have everything rub off. Let's do Peanut Head. Let's see. Where's my white and my black? I thought I kept it out here. Where's my white? I like to do the eyes to let them dry. And this is not the one. I gotta shake this one. If this is, I don't know where my other ones are. I have a couple whites, but I liked the Let's Resin White the best, but I maybe ran out. Let's see if this is gonna give me white eyes. These shouldn't take long to dry. This is not oil-based, I don't think. This is acrylic. So just do the whites, let it dry, do the blacks, and then you fix whatever you need to fix. There's that one. Here is the black. This one's... Is this Let's Resin? Oh, these are the Let's Resin ones. Duh. They've just been sitting too long, I guess. We're going to do the little nose. And his feet. Normally, I like to wipe everything down with alcohol. Let me just redo this one. I should have done the eyes, but I didn't. Because sometimes it will just separate right there. But if you wash it down, it doesn't seem to do that. So we're going to do the bottom of his feet. This is so cute. That is so cute. I'm going to go over the white again. See if I could get it a little bit whiter before I put the black in there. And then let's give him a little pink tongue. Let me grab a pink color. Maybe a peachy color for his little mouth. Just a tiny little bit. And then we will, do we leave him gray or we go over him with some gilded paint? What do we have here? What is this? This is white gold. No, that's kind of like silver. You're really not going to see that, I don't think. Maybe you will. You want to shake these up really, really good because there's sediment on the bottom. This might be okay. Let's see. Let's get that out of the way and see what we can do here. Take some off. Oh yeah, you could see that. It's kind of like silver on silver. Silver on gray. That's cute. This is a great extras mold. I guess you should do the acrylic last, because now I got to go over the feet. Basically, it's dry brush. That's what I'm doing with that. That's all I'm going to do with that. Let's go over his feet real quick. Get them black again. Oops. And his nose. And let me see the tip of this. Yeah, the tip is not super duper fine anymore. Let's see this one. This is fine, but sometimes it doesn't work. Let's see. It leaks or it doesn't work. Let's try. How do I want him to look? Yeah, this one's not going to work for me today. Is it? Getting the eyes the same, that's the hardest part. Sometimes I have to do them over. That looks kind of the same. I wish they were blacker. That's good enough. It's just a little extra for me. And then I take a little white one and I put a little twinkle in his eyes. So this one sometimes does not work, but I literally need one drop. Right there, right there. It's not the whitest because there's ink in here, but it won't come out anymore. Like it thinks about it and then it's like, yeah, not today. There we go. I just needed that little dot. And I will find my magnets another day and put a magnet on the back of him. I don't know where they're at the moment. I can't really fill that hard in because there's fur behind it. Okay, that's it for him. For this one, I'm just going to take the Rub and Buff, put some on my napkin here. Always liquid comes out. A little bit of that. This stuff is strong stuff. I've got a disposable brush that I continue to use. And then I'm just going to age it. That's all I'm going to do. Wipe it on, wipe it off. So it's not so painted, I guess. Wipe it on, wipe it off. I do want some in here. When this stuff dries, it dries. Let's get these to look dark and old. Get it to stay in those crevices. Again, just a dry brush. I don't put much on and I wipe most of it off. Let's do down here. And if you have too much, just wipe it off. You can even use alcohol to get it off. Get it in those crevices. I wonder if, I don't know where my acrylic paints are. I don't have them in here. I wonder if the acrylic paint would work better to get in those crevices. But I don't have them, so I'm going to have to continue on. I'm just going to put a bunch in there and then wipe it off because I want it down in those crevices. I want it to stay in there like that. Like that. That's what I'm looking for. Get it in. And wipe it off the high points. I should probably have a glove on this hand too. That looks good. There you go. That looks 100 times better. I love it. I liked it when I unmolded it. I love it now. I just put it in, rubbed it off. That's it. That's it, guys. Everything is done. Let's see. These are stuck pretty good. Let me fix that bow right there. He's so cute. This is finished. You could put a little butterfly on there if you want to. Give them away. There you go. That is today's video. I hope you like the new molds. I'm going to get you some pictures and I will see you guys tomorrow. Hope you have a blessed day, everybody. Bye.
Glitz and glitter paint her way. She lights up hearts come what may. With a brush of faith she starts. Jesus whispers through her art. Patience blooms in every hue. Her love for viewers shines so true. Shimmer sparkles in her eyes. A radiant soul under bright skies. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. Canvas dreams and sparkly streams. Her laughter flows like sunlit beams. With each stroke her spirit sings. A masterpiece of golden wings. She sprinkles joy like morning dew. In every shade a promise new. A life of love, a life of grace. In her art we see his face. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story.